All right. Welcome, everybody, to the H2G Podcast. It's Friday night, as my good friend Tony once put it. It's the pregame to whatever you got going on this weekend. I am so happy to be back. I missed all of your lovely faces last week, but thank you for letting me take the week off and spend some time with my family. That was awesome. Let's get around the horn here and see how everybody else's week is going, because enough about me already. Let's see where we want to start. Tony, how are you, my friend? Tony Ray.
I am doing much better than I was last week. I wasn't a part of the show last week, and I watched the show, and I'm very pissed off that I missed that show. It was a great game by Chelsea. Everybody was trying to dictate what personality types we were, Justin and me, and actually Marvin and also Christy. But anyway, I got my second shot for my vaccine, and I didn't realize how tired I was actually. Everyone kept talking about it, and I'm like, oh, that's not gonna happen to me. Not me. No, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be okay. And then the next day, Friday came along, and I was wiped out. I was like, oh God, no. So yeah, otherwise this week is going absolutely great because I get to see all your lovely faces, and we get to talk about something really cool with Chelsea today. So I'm really excited about that. So that's me in a nutshell.
And before we move on, did they get you right? Did they guess you correctly? Because I watched the show also, and I saw that they were trying to guess us, and you took the test, right?
I took the test. Yeah, it was close. I think I'm a heavy 1. I'm like 97% 1, and like 5 and 6, I was like 93% for both of those. So they said like 6 and 5, or a 5 and 6, I believe is what they said. So it's not that far off. I didn't realize I was going to be a 1 as heavy as I was. So, and then I did the Harry Potter one too.
Were you in Hufflepuff?
Threw me off because No, I was a Ravenclaw. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk that? I never would have thought about that. So I looked it up, and it was like intelligent and all this other stuff. And I was like, me? No, get the fuck out of here. I want to be a part of Hufflepuff. Come on. I don't have any courage whatsoever, so I can't be in Gryffindor.
Oh, that's okay. The house is overrated. No, I'm just kidding.
There's a bear. I'm running. I'm just letting you know, Marvin. There's a bear. I'm running.
Speaking of bears, Marvin Scott's up in the house. How are we doing, my friend? What was the best part of your week?
Doing great, man. Best part of my week is finally great to see the city opening up again, man. It's kind of it's overwhelming. I mean, last year, right around this time, all these places were empty, but you walk outside now, people are, posted up. I mean, places, it's really opening up again. It's really great to see, but I'm excited to talk about Chelsea's book and happy to be with the fam today. So I'm doing great.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, our artist spotlight is our very own Chelsea Burns. How are you? What was the best part of your week? And we're going to talk about some exciting stuff with you here very shortly.
Well, I think the best part of my week is coming up because, my work week and everything was really good. But today, my little from college, so for anybody who's not in Greek life, that's my little in my sorority, is coming in tonight for my birthday weekend. Tomorrow is my birthday. So the fact that we're going over the book today is just perfect timing. So I'm really excited. I have a bunch of stuff planned with friends for the weekend, a dinner, a brunch, all that good stuff. So I'm really excited. It should be a great birthday weekend for my 30th.
Oh, that's awesome. And from an early standpoint, happy birthday.
Thank you.
We've got Christy up in the house. How are you, Christy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What was the best part of your week?
Well, I also took those tests just to see how I ranked. And I'm totally a 2-wing 1, not a 9-wing 1. You people. Although, Justin, I really want to know what you are because I really bet hard on the 9-wing 1 for you.
I'll get to that in a second, but you can check our biz chat.
Okay. And I'm totally a Gryffindor, and I am the nicest person in the history of the world.
Wait, retake that test. I don't want you in my house.
Richie.
I'm a Gryffindor, I'm fucking A.
Now, I don't remember, Richie. Was the stash gone last week? It is gone now, I see.
The stash, something was on. The stash was gone last week. I think there was just like kind of a weak beard or something. You know,
I gotcha.
Like so I just shaved before. So,
nice.
I don't know.
You feel free again?
Yeah, you know, it was just getting a little dangly. So, although I'm kind of annoyed because I have my iPad up and I'm very overexposed right now. So,
well, what was the best part of your week, man?
Best part of my week, honestly, my best part. I should have done it for a dramatic effect because I did get a book here, but I actually got 2, and one's in my bathroom now. I wish I would have had them both here, like pull one up and then the other one. But what happened was I ordered it on Amazon and the person didn't deliver it. So I called. I was super angry, like blah, 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 blah. You're not going to steal from my friend because they're just going to take it back from her. So anyways, they sent me another book. They paid for it. It comes out. And then the original one came. So I have 2 copies now of Ocean on Fire. That was the best part of my week.
Some good bathroom light reading.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is for all of my guests whenever, that's right. Whenever they're in the can, please read Ocean on Fire. So there we go. And then I got another one in my living room. If you're in a tough spot and you want to feel down while you're pooping, this is perfect for that.
You need things to go down faster is what you're saying.
Yes. And then I also took Marvin's test, and we'll get into that later, but some of this stuff I expected, some of it I didn't. At first I was really on board with it because I feel like it summarizes me very well, but I saw one of Christy's results and I called BS. So I don't know if I believe in this test anymore.
Oh, the credibility has fallen. Well, my week was pretty awesome. I got to see a really good high school friend, along with spending some time with family, but a friend I hadn't seen in like 10 years, and we were, the evil twins in high school together. So it was cool to reunite. I tried kayaking and I didn't go underwater. So that's a plus. I did wobble really bad, but and also, Richie, I do have one thing to say to you. Gryffindor, bitch!
You're in the house too?
I'm in Gryffindor. As you said that I would come back and say this week, I did get Gryffindor. And I'm not a 9 and 1. I don't understand how to read this, but I think my bigger numbers are 2 and 4. Yeah, and I don't know which one's the wing and which one's not, but
I like how you move the glasses so that way you can see. You're like, let me get these sunglasses.
Yeah, so
people saw my eyes for the first time ever. Oh no. Yeah, Gryffindor, and I haven't taken the other one, Marvin. I'm gonna get around to doing that this week. It's been pretty busy. I've been helping work on a deck and everything, but enough about me and all of the week stuff. We are here to talk about a very exciting time for Miss Chelsea Burns. Can you tell us what we all have here, Chelsea?
That would be my book called Ocean on Fire. It's a book of my poetry from probably like the last decade or so.
Heck yeah. And
yeah.
Go ahead, Richie. I thought you were getting ready to start. Oh.
No, I had messaged somebody privately, but that's okay. I mean, what are we going to start asking Chelsea questions?
Yeah. I think we dive into the interview here. It's weird interviewing one of our own, but this needs. Well,
I don't think it's that weird. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to ask you what inspired you to write and etc. Because or what does this one mean? Because I already know you're just going to troll me. What I do want to ask you is how did you get the courage to actually publish your writings? I think it's very personal. As somebody who also has been writing, how did you get the courage to do that? Because it's not easy to just expose your emotions like that. Yeah.
And I mean, when I wrote them, I had no intention of sharing them. I mean, it's like a personal journal that I've written in and not really shared with anyone. It's probably a combination of things. I've talked about it on the show before, but going into this year and that whole mantra of jumping off my comfort cliff, that was really a big part of it. That writing is so, it's kind of like bearing my soul. It's very personal to me. So if there's anything that's like the scariest thing for you to really do is just to open up completely to the general public and share that type of stuff. So I decided that in order to jump off my comfort cliff and do it the right way, that I needed to share it. And I think with everything that's happened with me the last couple of years, I've realized that shutting down and keeping things to myself not only doesn't help me, but it doesn't help other people either, because I've realized that a lot of people go through very similar things. Even if it's not the identical situation, they're feeling a lot of the same things. And so in the times that I have spoken up or talked with others, or people have felt comfortable with me to be vulnerable and share things with me, it's been really helpful because you recognize that almost like companionship and the struggles that you go through. So part of, I think, my motivation behind it wasn't just to do this whole mantra thing, but was also to potentially help other people that are going through something similar, which is why I don't want to say exactly what I was thinking when I wrote these, because it's going to mean something different to every person that reads them. And I've already found that out with my mom. She was asking me, she told me what a particular poem meant to her and then asked what I was thinking when I wrote it. And we just had very different perspectives because we have different life experiences and everything. So for me, I think it was the potential to help other people and just really living up to the mantra that I put in place for myself for the year.
Okay, I have another one. Now that you've published your first, is this something you intend to continue doing, like kind of collecting your thoughts and writing some poetry and potentially having something else?
I mean, when I do write, it's not something that I necessarily like. It's not like I sit down with a pencil in my journal and am like, I'm going to write, something. It's more so I'm going through something emotionally and all of a sudden like a metaphor or a line or something pops in my head, or maybe I'm struggling in a way that I know writing will help me work it out. So I don't know that it would be very easy for me to just kind of go into it thinking I'm going to write poetry to publish another book. It would be more so, that's why it's really like a collection of like the last 10 years, because I have other poems that I didn't put in the book, but it's a labor of love type of thing. It's not something that I can just sit down and just like chug out poems left and right. I really have to be in the right headspace for it, which is usually a headspace where I'm going through something that I have to work through. But I would if I had more.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious, because we kind of talk between us that like I've been writing books myself, and it's just I just can't seem to finish a damn book. I get like 250 pages in, and I'm like, you know what? Next story. So I was just curious about like your thought process on if it's like you said, is it going to be something you intend to write? But this sounds more like it's just personal, so you don't really run into writer's block. I take it, right? Because it's really more about your emotion in the moment.
Yeah. And I mean, there's definitely been poems where like I've kind of started them and it just doesn't feel right. Usually when I'm writing though, when I am in the right headspace, it just kind of word vomits onto the paper. Like it's not something that I have to try really hard at. And when it like at some point in my being, I just know it feels complete. And ironically, that happened with the book too. The last poem that's in the book, I was like, I don't know if these are all the poems that I want to include. I feel like it didn't feel finished. And then I had like a lunch with my friend Bree, the one who illustrated the book. And after that lunch, her and I had been having like a really good conversation, and it kind of inspired something in my head that ended up bringing that last poem into fruition. And I was like, okay, now it feels right. It feels complete.
Since you brought up Bree, I have one more question. Okay. When did you get Bree to illustrate this for you? I was curious about that. Right? Did she kind of read over things ahead of time, or how was this coming about?
So I've known Bree since college. That's where I met her. So I've known her for a long time now, and she's been one of my really good friends. And is one major perk to living in Dallas because she also lives here with me. And I was talking with her because, like, as you guys know, I've been doing like the whole fitness and nutrition stuff and making a lot of like life changes and mindset changes. And in talking with her, I was like, I've thought about publishing my book of poetry. I'm just, trying to figure out how I want to do it, how I want to lay it out. And it got brought up because she's an artist. So she was like, oh, you should let me illustrate it. I would love to do that. And so she hadn't even read anything really out of it yet. It was just like, yeah, if you're going to publish your writing, I want to illustrate it for you. And so I was like, okay, I'll put it all into a document and you can read it. And I didn't really dictate what I wanted her to draw. It was more so just like, read it, see how you feel, what things it evokes. And as she was drawing, she would consult with me on some things, like do you like this? Do you see it going this way or this way? So there were some things where we had a little bit more conversation about it, but for the most part, I was like, I don't want to dictate. I kind of want you to have artistic freedom to interpret it how you want to interpret it and create something.
Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I do have a couple of questions. Sorry, Richie. I thought you were going for it. So I wanted to give you the floor there. So I also won't, because I don't want to spoil anything in the book. I got to reading it as soon as it came in. It's all incredible. And your talent, even though that's not why you were writing it, is incredible also. So I do want to talk a little bit about the comfort cliff dive that you mentioned on the show several times and in the book, and the reason for doing this. There's probably a lot of people that need that in this world. And, myself included, and so many people hold themselves back from doing it though. What would your advice be to someone who is feeling like they need something more, and they're holding themselves back?
It probably differs from person to person. I know for me, I think I would overthink things. In my head, I would like play out scenarios of like what could possibly go wrong if I did one thing or another. And I really cared for some reason what other people would think. And in the process of doing all like my mindset shifts and kind of reworking my brain, I reached the point not to be like short with it, but I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks. And I know that's probably easier said than done, and that takes time. That's something you kind of have to train your mind, because I mean, no matter what, nobody out there can have every single person like them. Like somebody's always going to find a reason to not like you. There's always some kind of like negative person, or you do something and they're jealous of you. A lot of times, like how people feel about you is a reflection of them. So if they're being hateful to you, it's probably more of a reflection of them and what they're going through. So for me, it's really just stop overthinking it and just do it. If it's something, if there's a life that you want or something in life that you want, why wouldn't you just at least try? Because you can't have success without failure. So, and like quite literally, like one thing I've learned and one thing I love about the gym is that you literally go in there to fail. Like you should be lifting those weights to true failure. So if you're not failing in the gym, you're not doing it right. So there's no way for you to reach the point of success without failing first. So once I had that like click in my brain, I'm like, I'm unstoppable. So I would say stop overthinking it and just do it. Something you've always wanted to do, just do it.
That's awesome. And you've made so many awesome changes in your life, and that's a huge inspiration. My next question and last, and I'll let everyone else go. What's next? What can we see next for your comfort cliff diving? You've captured your fitness again. You've written a book.
Yeah. I mean, lately I've been buying clothes that I never would have worn. This being one of them. It's a crop top. It's like yeah. So I'm like, now that I'm like more comfortable and like in shape and whatever, like I'm buying clothes that I wouldn't normally like wear. I was always like a t-shirt and jeans kind of person. So I'm like, I'm not in like perfect shape. I still have a long way to go, but I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks. I think I look great, so I'm going to rock it. Why not? So I think it's like little things like that. I guess as far as jumping off my comfort cliff, I've always been the kind of person I think that relies heavily on other people. Like I've always struggled being alone. And I mean, that resonates even if you read the poetry in the book. And I think some of that is a reflection of myself in the past. Like I haven't really always liked the person that I am, or it's been hard to like be in my own head and my own thoughts, thinking about things that I'm not happy about. But I think one thing that's technically outside of my comfort zone, like I've either always been in like a relationship, or I've always like on the weekends, I've always been out with friends, or I've always just been around other people or had somebody else to lean on. And I don't do that so much anymore. Like, obviously I still have friends and everything. But it's just, I'm finding a lot of peace in being alone and really enjoying that. So I think one of the things is like, I haven't even so much as gone on a date since my ex cheated on me. Like, I haven't gone out. I haven't gotten on like a dating app. I've been kind of doing my own thing. So that technically is outside of my comfort zone since I've always surrounded myself with other people. But really it's like one of those spur of the moment things. Like when I have that gut feeling where I'm like, I want to lean into my comfort zone, I force myself out of it and I do whatever the opposite of that is. So I'm like, if this scares me and I feel like I'm like, oh man, I'm nervous, like this is making me uncomfortable, I'm leaning into the uncomfortability instead of leaning into the comfort zone.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for your answers. And people, listen up out there. I hope you're taking notes.
Yes. That is so cool and so amazing. Chelsea, I just want you to know that I completely respect everything that you are going through and that you're actually doing. And I like to just say that, you know, they always say you can't love someone else until you love yourself. And every time you talk, I'm just thinking like, man, like people that are out there, like Justin said, they just really need to understand, like, find out who you are first, be dedicated to that. And then go for failure, because if you don't fail, you're not growing. You're just staying consistent. So, you know, I've been reading a lot of books. I've been doing a lot of audio stuff, and I'm completely infatuated with this ideology of what you're going through. And I just commend you and want to give you a round of applause, number one. Now that I've done kissing your ass, but telling the truth at the same time, okay, Richie's shaking his head, okay? I didn't script that, Richie. There's nothing on the screen that I just read. That all came from the heart, okay? So my nose is brown, so I'll try to wipe it off, but not really. Anyway, so the title of the book, Ocean on Fire, for me, that means something completely different. I just want to know from you, what does that mean and how'd you come up with that?
I'm actually so glad that you asked me this question. I didn't want to have to prompt you guys. I was hoping somebody would ask me about the title. So this one is, it has two meanings technically, and I don't mind giving the meaning of this one. So the first one, I don't know if anybody caught on to this, but it's actually a play on my name. So Chelsea, S-E-A, Burns, C Burns, Ocean on Fire. I just blew Christy's mind. So of course it's a play on my name. I'm a pun person. So the other thing is when you think about an ocean on fire, it kind of goes against like nature because water puts out fire. So if an ocean is on fire, chances are there's something there that shouldn't be, or something that's causing this fire. Say it's like an oil spill. And I think that's a really great metaphor for when you're dealing with emotions, especially negative ones like depression or loss or something like that. And I feel like a lot of times when you're going through that, if you just ignore it, the fire is just going to keep getting bigger. It's going to keep growing and it's not going to go away. So like an ocean on fire, if you are going through something like that, you need to figure out how to put out the fire and then get rid of whatever is capable of causing the fire, in this case, oil, you know? And so for me, that's always been like what writing is to me. When I write my poetry, I am literally figuring out how to put out the fire and get rid of the oil in my ocean, because my ocean is on fire and I need to figure out how to stop it and prevent it from happening again. And sometimes that means working through your traumas and your emotions and your issues, hence Ocean on Fire.
Awesome. Yes. C Burns. I like that. And what you described is exactly how I thought it was supposed to be meant for. So I appreciate you elaborating on that. Now, I want to know, just like everyone else does, what was the straw that broke the camel's back for you to actually do this comfort dive?
Oh gosh, that was probably like a snowball effect. Let me give everybody whiplash real quickly and walk you through my last couple of years. So I would say in probably like 2018 or so, at the time I was married and I started having some doubts about my marriage. I don't want to throw my ex under the bus because I think he's a great human and I still talk to him on a regular basis. But what it comes down to is I felt more like a parent than a partner. And we just, I think at that time in your life, you grow and change a lot. And I had recognized that there were things that I wanted with my partner that I did not have with him, unfortunately. And how that all went down was obviously a mess. Like any separation is not great. In hindsight, I got out pretty lucky just because we did a simplified divorce and we agreed to everything, and him and I now still get along. But going through that was probably like the first big leap into the transformation that I now have today, because I kind of had to figure out how to do things on my own after I had been with him. I had relocated to Florida with him. My whole life for the last couple of years I've been with him, so I had a lot to figure out. And in the midst of my divorce being finalized, he had already moved back to Ohio. I lost my job. I was laid off at the same time that I found out my property taxes were going up on the house that my ex was not helping pay for. So I then all of a sudden had to figure out how I was going to sell my house, and pretty rapidly, while being laid off. So then I luckily within a month found a job at a company in Tampa that I was working at. And I worked there for, I think, right around 6 months, maybe less. And I got laid off from that job because COVID hit. And at the time, I had started dating somebody else. We were getting along really well, but it was long distance. And that's how I ended up relocating to Texas. Because when COVID happened, I was like, well, I don't know how bad this is going to get, how bad the country's going to get. So I'd rather, be with somebody just in case it does get bad. And if there's anything that's going to determine whether or not we're going to work out, it's going to be temporarily living together in the midst of a pandemic, being quarantined, So that was definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I did it. So I packed up my car and I went to Texas and moved in with him. And then when it came time when I got a job and I was like, okay, at this point I need to decide if I'm moving all my stuff from Tampa too. He wanted me to move in with him. So I did. I went back to Tampa, packed up my apartment, moved back to Texas, and let's see, that was July of last year that all my stuff arrived at his house. And by November, I had found out that while on a business trip, he cheated on me with his coworker, married mom of 3. Yeah. So once I found that out, fortunately, I am not the type of person that will stick around after something like that. Like, there was nothing that he could say or do that would fix what he did. I would always question things, and I don't have the time or energy for that. So within a week, I found an apartment and I packed up and I left. I have absolutely nothing to do with him. He tried to pull the whole like, oh, we can be friends. No, we're not friends. So after all of that, and Bree was like my rock through all of that. She made sure I kept eating and all that because I was going through some emotional mess. And I think it was probably like around January, like early January, that I just had this idea after going through all of that, because I realized that I was better off without him. Like, I was already starting to kind of like turn my life around and figure out who I wanted to be as a person. I reached out to the person who's now my fitness and nutrition coach and signed up for her program to kind of like learn fitness and nutrition the right way, so that I was doing it in a healthy way, sustainable way. And her program also focuses on like mindset changes too. She does a lot of like journaling exercises. I journal every single day, talking about like what I'm grateful for and things like that. And I would say it was probably just like a snowball effect of like going through the divorce, having to sell my house, losing 2 different jobs, going through a pandemic and being unemployed for a little bit and having to collect unemployment, which I'd never had to do. And then, finding the job that I was at, and now I've transitioned into a new job and all that. So, yeah, it was a lot of things over the span of only maybe 2 years that made me realize that I wanted more control of who I was becoming and where I was going.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot of That's a lot of straw to break that camel's back. I'll just say it like that. But yes, I am so proud and happy for you. And you inspire a lot of people, just so you know, at least you inspire me to want to take that dive. And no, I'm not kissing ass, Richie. But thank you for answering my questions.
You're welcome.
Chelsea. Finally, I mean, these guys took all my questions, but knowing you for so long, I had a chance to have a sneak peek, unlike the rest of everyone on the show. So I got to read Cherry Blossoms when we discussed it, maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. Mm-hmm. And it touched on grief. And you mentioned how that story impacted you. Well, that you writing that impacted you a lot because your aunt passed away, and I got to share, you know, a lost loved one of mine with you. So was that particular time like that moment where you said, I'm gonna, write a poem, based off grief, or was it like a collection of times like where you experienced loss of loved ones, or was it just that one particular time?
That one was really probably a more unique situation because typically I'm writing when it kind of like spills out of me. Whereas in that case, I hadn't fully processed all my emotions yet because she had been in the hospital, but her reasoning for being in the hospital had been kind of unexpected. And we thought she was going to be able to pull through. And then it took a turn for the worse type of thing. And that's the aunt, to give like a little bit of backstory. Like growing up, I've always been the one that wants like crazy hair colors, bright color eye makeup, tattoos, piercings. Like I've always been like the chaos kid, the one who's definitely more out there than the rest of my family, who tends to follow more along the conservative path of, being more normal by societal standards. And so I always kind of felt like the black sheep or like the odd man out in my family at times, especially growing up dealing with anxiety and depression. And my aunt was very much the same, that she always used to do the crazy hair colors. She would do bright makeup. She was like a very like fiery person. Her laugh was like infectious. And so it was like, I feel like to an extent, sometimes I'm like, man, am I actually adopted? Like I knew I wasn't. But sometimes it was like, man, how am I actually I don't feel like I relate to these people. But then I felt like I related very well to my aunt. She's actually the one who married me to my ex-husband. So she passed away in 2018, which was around the time I started having issues with my marriage at the same time. So I think I felt it a little bit more after all of that. So it was one of those situations where I was in Ohio. I lived in Florida at the time, but I was in Ohio for her memorial, and I sat down and wrote it. Right then and there.
Oh, that's powerful. And I really think that you writing this book is just a source of healing, honestly, for anybody. Like when you first told me that story, I was like, wow. I think I told you, like, man, you got me. You made me tear up on that one. And I think that once people, get this book, they can find that, that source of healing, because it is tough losing a loved one. And that story in itself really stuck out to me. Can't wait to read the rest, Chelsea. You're really doing an amazing thing and inspiring others. And we couldn't be more proud of you.
Well, thank you. And I will say it is very freeing. I thought I'd be more anxious about publishing it, but if anything, it feels like a weight has kind of been lifted off my shoulders, so to speak. So,
right.
Well, I have a quick question. So you said you journal every single day. Do you ever go back and read your journal and get inspiration there? Or just do you ever actually just go back and read your journal?
I mean, the journaling every day has become more of I always used to kind of keep one just to do random updates, but the journaling every day was something that I learned from my fitness and nutrition coach to shift your mindset. So I do something I do 3 things that I'm grateful for, how I'm going to basically have a successful day or make the day great. And then something that I need to hear or something that I want to work on that's a message to myself, I guess. So, I mean, I think at some point I will probably go back and look at it when I have a longer length of time, just to kind of see how far I've come or what's changed or what hasn't changed. But a lot of my inspiration tends to like just pop randomly into my head. I'm big on metaphors. So I'll see something or hear something and it'll turn into an idea of some sort.
Metaphors and puns. Our girl, Chelsea. Well, stick around. We're going to do a quick break. You've been listening and watching the H2G podcast. You too.
All right, welcome back to the H2G podcast. We are spotlighting our very own Chelsea Burns and her amazing book, Ocean on Fire. If you haven't figured it out, you need to get on Amazon and get your copy today, right meow. You can go hi. You can go into the description and click the Amazon link and it'll take you right to it. It's easy. It's that easy. Go down there, click it, get your copy. Chelsea, is it true? I heard a rumor that you are going to give us a very special reading from the book.
I am, yes.
Oh, awesome. Well, without further ado, take it away.
All right. So I'm going to do Birdcage just because it's one of my personal favorites and I've gotten a lot of feedback from a couple other people. So maybe it'll resonate. Okay. I'm constantly reminded of this emptiness, a haunting echo of what once was. Because when a once occupied space is suddenly abandoned, you find yourself wandering, looking for a cause. When silence falls around you, it's like the past whispers in the acoustics of the room. And if you listen long enough, every piece of you will slowly be consumed. Like an empty birdcage, the space is always there. Be careful how often you visit it, or you'll find yourself gasping for air.
My goodness. Oh, yeah. That's right. Poetry. Got to do the snaps. All right, folks. Well, if you're not convinced, I don't know how to fix your brain. Get into the description, click the link, get your copy of Ocean on Fire. Chelsea, thank you for continuing your comfort cliff dive and being an inspiration to all of us and letting us spotlight you on the podcast, because that's probably yet another a little leap after publishing your work. We're gonna be right back. Christy will be back, I think, because she's supposed to host Game of the Week. We are almost to the finale, folks. Next week we are gonna close down season 5 with a whopping game. But right now we're gonna go to a quick break, and when we come back, it's Game of the Week time.
Everybody, welcome back. It is Game of the Episode, and I'm your host today. Get ready for some stupid crap to go down. I am pumped. We are doing teams, so someone is flying solo. We're going to go ahead and pick partners. Super fun. Everybody just point a direction. Ooh, all right, Tony, you're flying solo. No one pointed at you. Hey, Justin, you pointing the other way. Either way, Justin, you are with Chelsea. Richie and Marvin are together, and Tony, you are by yourself. All right. So, Tony, you actually are really lucky here. And we're doing different rounds. So this partner is not going to be your partner throughout the entire game. So with your partners, go ahead and talk about it. Somebody is staying here and someone is disappearing.
I'll disappear.
You got it, Richie.
You're disappearing.
Okay. So me and Justin. All right.
All right. So Marvin's disappearing and Chelsea's disappearing. And Tony, would you like to stay or would you like to disappear?
I guess I'll stay.
Okay. All right. So those people that are disappearing, for 5 minutes, I am giving you a timer. 5 minutes. You go ahead and set a timer too. I need you to be back here in 5 minutes, no later, with as much clothes as you can put on. Ready? Set. You have a timer? Because if you're not back in 5 minutes, points will be deducted.
That's hilarious. Chelsea's got this like wonderful outfit on. Now she got to put all that stuff on top of it.
You don't understand how many clothes I have.
So that starts for me. That 5 minutes starts now. Like rat race is that now?
We're just about to start.
You might want to start a timer for yourself. I will tell you when to go, but you probably want to do it for like 4:45, just so you have 15 seconds to get back here. All right, you ready?
Yeah, rat race is coming.
45 seconds.
I believe in you, Marv. He's an actor. He's got loads of clothes.
I believe in you, Casper.
You can do this. You got all the clothes in the world. Probably gooder stuff.
It's going to get hot as fuck.
Sunglasses, count as clothes.
It is. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So Tony, when they get back, we're going to average their clothes, however many items they have, and then you're going to get the average because I don't want to go too high or too low.
Gotcha.
All right, for you gentlemen, we are playing categories.
Okay.
So
it's rigged.
Tony, you're going to go first, then Richie, then Justin. Is that all right?
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
All right, so you're going to keep going. So right after Tony says something, Richie, then Justin. I'm not calling out names. If 3 seconds goes by, you don't get a point.
You lose. You suck.
You lose. All right. They have 4 minutes.
You drink the fizzy lifting potion. You
right.
lose. Good day, sir.
So, categories. Mother effing pearl.
I
You.
love Willy Wonka.
All right. We are going to go with modes of transportation. Tony.
Boat,
Train,
Bus,
plane,
car,
scooter,
bike,
yacht,
Heelys,
roller skates,
unicycle,
hang glider,
parachute.
tricycle.
gravity.
Gravity's not a mode of transportation.
Bullshit. You can transport
No,
you
it's
from
not.
the sky to the
There
ground.
is no transportation of gravity. He is out. That is not a mode of transportation.
All
What
right.
is moving me if I fall out of an airplane?
All right.
That's
Richie and
not-
Tony. Technically, both get a point.
Technically, Richie won. Parachute, I don't think counts.
Nope. It's just one person doesn't get a point. We're giving hella points today. All right.
Bullshit.
No.
Gravity definitely would be the mode of transportation from the airplane to
You
the
cannot pay somebody to deliver something to you via gravity. All right. Stop arguing. That's stupid.
Sure you can.
Yes.
I will pay you $100 to deliver something by flying your helicopter.
What do I need the $100 for? I'm dead.
You're dead.
Well, you're just delivering something, so you
All
just
right.
drop it from the helicopter.
All right. Enough. Tony, things you eat for breakfast. Go.
Cereal,
Eggs,
Pancakes,
oatmeal,
waffles,
bacon,
sausage,
breakfast sandwich,
grits,
hash browns,
I lost. I was going to say omelet. That's
protein bar.
All
fried
right.
apples,
Justin and Tony get a point. TV shows. Justin.
Game of Thrones,
100.
The Last Kingdom.
Walking Dead,
I'm out.
All right.
Sons of Anarchy,
Sabrina.
You don't have to roll your eyes, Christy. I don't know TV shows.
You watch enough TV shows. Sing on Germany, sing on Spain. Fruits. Richie.
Strawberry.
banana,
Grape,
Blackberry.
apple,
pomegranate,
Blueberry.
cantaloupe.
watermelon,
Red raspberry.
I think someone already said pineapple, but pineapple.
kiwi,
Black raspberry.
I'm out.
All right.
Oot.
Tony and Richie with the point. Musical instruments. Tony.
guitar,
Saxophone.
Drum set,
keyboard,
Clarinet.
djembe,
violin,
Flute.
cajon,
bango. I don't know. I'm out. Banging on the drums, man.
A bango.
I was just gonna try to see if I could stick to all drums. I was gonna go conga and I would be out.
I was like, fuck, I didn't think you were gonna go that long.
Here.
Richie and Justin. Let's go with things that are cold. Richie.
Iceland.
Oh, it's me next. Ice.
Greenland.
Down to 5
Ice cream.
seconds. I need to see people in 3, 2,
I'm
1.
out.
Chelsea. Yeah, there's Chelsea and Marvin. Start deducting points.
Marvin, I need an average. Hurry.
My God.
Marvin, I need to see your face.
He's probably got so much clothes on.
He can't reach the
Can't even
button.
reach the phone.
We've lost 2 points. All right, we've lost 2 points. All right. Now I want you to take your clothes off and count each item.
Oh, I know we got rid of the family
I
rating.
hate you
but
so
hold on.
much. I hate you. I really do.
Do you want us to go at the same time or separately?
Same time works.
You're gonna
Same
count them?
time. We're gonna count all. Okay, so take them all off and count them.
Yep.
All right.
2.
1, 2,
3. This is gonna take forever. I have a lot of layers on.
3.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like the women have an advantage. They could put like 500 tank tops on before it like doesn't work anymore.
All right. While you guys are counting, I'm going to do one more category with the other 3.
Sure.
Let's go with cartoon characters. And who lost last?
I lost.
Okay. We'll start with Tony.
You just gave up, Justin. Sylvester.
Doug.
SpongeBob.
Homer.
Patrick.
Peter Griffin.
Marge.
Lois Griffin.
Goku. Son Goku.
Bart.
Cell.
Oh, Frieza.
Lisa.
Krillin.
Vegeta.
Maggie.
Piccolo.
We're sticking Gohan.
Cleveland.
Goten.
Gonna lose because I'm laughing. King Kai.
Landers.
Trunks.
Beerus.
Burns.
Whis.
Damn it. That's what I was gonna say. Scooby-Doo.
Shaggy.
Janemba.
Majin Buu.
Pikachu.
Super Boo.
Damn it. Bulbasaur.
He's pulling that out of his ass.
I'm going to
Sophia the First.
Charmander. Let's go Pokemon.
Geodude.
I'm out. I'm reaching like Disney characters now.
You picked Dragon Ball and Pokemon. I was like, genius. Thanks, man. That's like 200 characters.
I just want to say Chelsea is still going. Marvin stopped
Yeah.
like a minute ago.
Dang.
Damn.
Hey, Chelsea.
All right, Chelsea, what you got?
12.
12. Marv.
I'm at 11. That's 11.
Damn.
Oh,
She
dang.
beat me
Good
by
shit.
1.
Good shit,
All
Chelsea.
right.
Good job, guys. That's tough.
11 and a half. I like it.
All right, Richie, I couldn't get one more shirt over my frame, man.
Brother, like I said, that's not one you're going to win. Cheat.
He
code
wears a
on
lot
the
of tight shirts, I guess.
Nah,
Come on, Justin. How you going to say
nah,
that?
man.
I would have
Justin's
done
getting
okay
his
because I
frame up nowadays.
A
So
lot of type.
still have all my fat guy shirts in the closet. I probably could have got a lot of them.
hey,
about to
man, you
say
getting
that,
your
yeah.
frame up. You getting,
I was so
you getting
late
your
to that
frame
party.
up, man.
Need to buy some clothes that fit that I won't be able to play.
Yeah, I would just give up. I'd be like, 4 pieces, I'm done. I am not ruining my clothes for it.
Right. That's why I was like, hold on, where's my just like 30 shirts?
Yeah. Good job, Chels. That's crazy.
Can't wait.
Did you put sweatpants over your jeans?
Yeah, I did 2 pairs of sweatpants over my jeans.
Yeah, see, that's too much. I can't do it.
And I really probably could have done more shirts if I would have done more tighter ones, but I kind of just like immediately went into looser shirts.
Yeah, I would have went for underwear. That's how I would have tried to cheat that shit.
Well, technically, if I were to take off my current pants and my socks, then that's even more.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody said what type of article. Y'all wore hats. Underwear counts. You just have to look. And since, I could just take it off without anyone seeing, there wouldn't be any worries of a censor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
So technically, Marvin, you could take off some more layers.
We're supposed to be the pregame to the pregame. We are the whole game now.
Now we're the whole game.
I didn't know we were playing strip poker.
All right.
Something.
All right. So now we're gonna point again. Pick a new partner.
Okay.
Right.
Marvin, where the hell are you pointing? You're going down.
What you mean? I'm pointing down at Tony. Tony, tilt your finger a little bit.
It's on my
bro.
screen. But which way are you? Just point like
That way.
4 directional corners. There's no diagonal.
I'm pointing at Tony. Down
Pointing directly down?
Way. Look at my finger. It's pointing right at Tony.
We're looking at your finger.
No.
It's a
little
different
cock.
screen for
To the
her.
left a
Are you
little.
going this way? This way?
It's a different screen.
He's going down into the.
Going down.
He's going in catty corner.
All right.
But-
Nobody actually picked like each other. So we're going to point in a different direction. I'm going to move my
my
screen
God.
around. 3, 2, 1, point.
We're going down early.
I'm pointing. Okay, I'm pointing
Alright.
down at Tony. His box is right there.
No.
It's in the middle of my screen.
All right. Chelsea and Justin are together. Richie and Tony are together. Marvin, you are solo.
Man, fuck out of here, man.
All right.
Should have pointed at you. My bad, Marvin. I should have pointed at you.
Wouldn't I?
No, it's not even. You people are funny. All right. Who is staying and who is going?
I'll take one for the team. I'll go, Richie.
She went last
Okay.
time, so I can go.
All right. I guess I'm saying again.
I hope it's not clothes
You
related.
want to go, Richie? Do you want to go?
No, you take one for the team. I'd rather answer questions. God knows. She'd be like, find all the soap bars in your kitchen and go.
Oh, I don't have soap bars, so we would have lost.
All right. No, you need to go find me, and I'm going to mute myself. You have to read my lips. Are you ready?
No, hold on. Suck at
Well,
this.
I say you need to bring me as many as you can.
In 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me set the 5-minute timer.
Yeah, Tony, you want to set your 5-minute timer too?
Siri, set a 5-minute timer.
Yeah,
that just happened in Richie's house.
And you have to read my lips.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
could
a
bring me a
Google
bunch of something I didn't even ask for. Oh, Marvin, did you want to stay or go?
I'll stay. I don't know what you'll have me do if I go.
Well, you can't read my lips anyway.
No, I can't. I can't read you or Richie's lips. I know I'm already horrible at those games. So,
All right. Are you 2 gentlemen?
Yeah. All right.
All right. And go.
I would have lost that game.
Oh, I know what she said.
Well, I know what she said, but I don't have it.
Oh.
can you do
I
it
wouldn't be able to
again?
bring it.
Oh, I have a fuckload of it. If I
You
heard
do
it
it
right.
again?
Are we doing anything here while we're waiting?
Yes, we are. All right. Are you ready? We are going to do this movie quote or TV quotes of some kind. So we are going to start with Richie, then Chelsea, then Marvin, and go right after each other. And if you pause or stop, we will figure out something else. But the two people left get a point. All right, Ricky, Chelsea, and Marvin. 3, 2, 1, go.
I am Iron Man.
Ew, David.
Oh no.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Nice. I am inevitable.
Oh goodness. Have you seen the baby?
Damn. How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
How you doing?
Oh, I hope I get this right. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.
You think you can make me a woman?
Holy mother forking shirt balls.
Oh my god. Let's see.
It's either shoes or shirts.
Was that Tony?
Yeah, and Gary.
I hope you can hear that in the recording. I really hope. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. Put on the suit, Dad.
It's a matter of physics. Draw me a sketch of how I get him to the car, huh?
Bazinga.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing it loud for all to hear.
All right, come on. Come on.
I am very happy to be here.
I like that he's method right now. I'm Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick.
I like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Dad, he humps everything that moves.
That's what she said.
Oh, sorry. That was a movie quote. I was like, oh, good joke. Anyway, gosh. Trying to think of like One Tree Hill quotes.
Shit's gonna suck if I pick the wrong damn thing.
Oh my god. There's Tony. Okay.
I think
You still have 35 seconds.
Oh, they're both back. Are we still going?
How's our game going, Christy?
Good. I think Chelsea timed out on that one.
Yeah, I have nothing.
I was about to say, I could keep going all day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, I'm mad that I didn't.
I am the danger.
I'm the weak link in that game.
No worries. All right.
I had to hold my own, right, Christy? I held my own, right?
You did.
Yeah, you did
That
go.
was
And,
good.
and he did impersonations while he did the quiz. That was impressive.
That was very good.
Thank you.
Nobody said, Ade do Dambala, give me the power, I beg of you.
I don't know, but I swear to God, I hope I picked the right.
I knew that one.
We'll find out.
Play.
Tony, I think you did. Justin, what word did I say?
Shoes?
I did say shoes. And Tony, you were very funny. We could hear you saying shirts.
Not fair.
Oh my God.
I knew I wasn't going to win because Tony's got multiple people.
Are those shoes? Those are not your shoes, man.
He wins. I'm not even gonna count
Yo,
that.
Tony. Do we get points for each pair of shoes?
Wow.
Oh my God. You the man. I only have boots, so I didn't even know if I'd be able to count as shoes or not. That's why I was like, I don't think I have any.
Do we want to, Justin, how many shoes do you have?
Let me count here. 2.
Is your background really Bessie? Is your background really Bessie? Or can we?
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
All
it's
right.
not,
No, that's fine.
I just don't want to show it. 6.
No, I'm gonna call you out on being dirty, messy boy
8.
guy.
10.
Oh, it's each pair.
What bullshit?
That's got to be a pair, not individual.
It's gotta be a
Come on.
No,
I like
a
that you're like
shoe.
2, 4, 6.
How many shoes can you find? This is a shoe.
Tony, is that from a garage sale?
4, 6, 8. So
Is that all? How many shoes? How many shoes
All
in those crates are yours?
We're going again.
6,
Starting with Marvin. Quotes.
7.
Go.
I desperately want to make love to a schoolboy.
8. What the fuck?
Little pig,
So
little
it's
pig.
a quote. Look it up.
Let me in.
Wait, am I going again or is it going to Marvin?
Yeah, I mean, you're a published author. You can just use quotes from your own book.
That's
Yeah,
a
she
really
didn't
good point.
She didn't specify, so grab a quote quick.
You do.
Okay. Well, since I did just read it from, earlier on this episode, you'll find yourself gasping for air.
Now who's the dead man that hit me with the salt shaker?
Valar Morghulis.
You find yourself wandering, looking for a cause.
Craig, I want you to meet my old lady Sugar.
I demand a trial by combat.
The past whispers in the acoustics of the room.
Marvin.
Wally World.
If I die, turn my tweets into a book.
Happiness can be found in the darkest of times if only one remembers to turn on the light.
Open the door.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, is that we are powerful beyond measure.
All right, looks like they're already done, but I will say, who wants to be king?
I smell snow.
You got one more, Marv?
I do.
Are you Googling them?
Nice, Justin.
No, I'm not Googling.
I'm just watching you.
I got 30
After
seconds.
that shit show last
30 seconds, come on.
What is that? What is that in the trunk? C4? Yeah, that's C4.
That's a movie
Forgive me,
quote.
but you've been dead for centuries. She didn't specify. It could be
Oh.
anything.
Never let go, Jack. Never let go.
All right, after Marvin, it's gonna be Tony, then Justin. We're bringing you in on this.
Nice.
Okay, Sosa. You wanna fuck with me?
Get to the chopper!
I am the god of tits and wine. I am going to make a shrine to myself.
Winter is coming.
You jump, I jump, Jack.
There's no crying in baseball.
Take them
The Lannisters send their regards.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
My precious.
Yes.
I'm Maze Gilliam, and I'm running for president. You heard?
Stand up, Cookie!
Ade do Dumbledore, give me the power, I beg of you.
Marsha.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Mom always said, don't play ball in the house. Is that right? I think so.
My mom always said that.
Man, y'all ain't never got two things that match. Ham, no burger.
Jerry, say it like you mean it. Show me the money!
If I can't find something nice to wear, I'm not going.
The truth is out there.
Oh, goodness. I'm always the weak link. I don't know. I'm blanking. Should I open my book again? Pick something from my book.
Don't be a disgruntled pelican.
Hey, what?
Don't be a disgruntled pelican.
Oh. Are you joining in?
Oh, I was just giving you a Moira quote. You got this.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, don't be a disgruntled pelican.
Mars?
Mom was so dumb. They told her it was chilly outside. She went and got a boat.
Hi, Felicia.
Ooh.
There's someone on the wing. Something. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Treat yourself.
I love that for me.
Marv?
I told you for the last time, stay off my freaking grass, please.
Get off my plane.
I couldn't help but notice the Quinta Orcha in there. Did he just refer to me as White Devil?
I've made a huge mistake.
I'm a little bit Alexis.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm throwing this away. We ain't got no milk. Maybe but put some water on that damn shit.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, what you gonna do? Shoot me in my pinky toe?
I am inevitable. I am Iron Man.
That has actually
Judge, I was about to say.
already been said.
The whole quote was said?
I am inevitable and I am Iron Man have already been said.
Were they said together?
No. But
I
I'm
said-
going to make the ruling here.
No,
All right.
Yeah, of course you're going to make the
That's
ruling.
what I was gonna say.
This is rigged.
Sorry. All
When did
right.
somebody say it?
Actually, at the very beginning, you weren't even here. Sorry.
What the fucking bullshit is that?
It was
Say hello
Richie.
to my little friend.
Yeah, I got quotes for
The woman of
days.
fajitas. All right, shoes. What are
My
our
chopper you just thrashed, Broseph.
34.
Wait, what?
34.
34?
Yeah.
4 pairs of shoes. Yes, sir.
Woo!
Four, man.
Go, Tony.
68 shoes.
Justin, what you got?
11.
That's insane.
All right.
Actually, I could. Oh, I would have whooped everybody. My buddy's shoe collection's in there. Never mind. I could have just brought boxes on boxes. He sells shoes, man. He makes 20 grand a month selling shoes. It's crazy.
20 grand a month.
I'm not kidding. It's in there.
That's crazy pants.
Some designer shoes.
They are. They're like like there's a Converse, Russell Westbrook, Nike combo stuff. They sell for like $2 grand.
Oh, he's got the limited editions. Oh,
Just so you know, Harper thought I was like freaking out. She's like, "Why are you moving so fast?" Game.
I'm trying to win.
Well, that was a blowout. So Tony and Richie, Tony, you are a point ahead, but we're going to go between you two. We are going to do a category to end all categories.
Wait, he has more points than me from the first round?
Yes. He has one.
He got an average between 11 and 12, so he got 11.
How many points I get from the last game?
Right, but I thought I answered the most in the first round.
Well, remember,
It doesn't matter.
remember the two. If the one person was out, we both got the point, Richie. So if Justin was out, then we both got a point.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Okay, cool. That makes sense now.
All right.
It's all good. It's all about to come to fruition right now.
All righty.
I'm gonna get some shit that I'm gonna just get stuck. Here we go.
Let's go with types of family members.
Oh,
Does
Jesus.
that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
it sure does.
Relationship family members. All right. Ready? And we're going to start with Richie because he's from behind.
Sure, mom.
Abuela.
Speaking English.
Oh, grandma. Sorry.
I could do it too, like abuelo, but come on, man, grandpa. You killing me.
Tia. I'm sorry, aunt.
Uncle.
Great aunt.
Great uncle.
Stepdad.
Stepmom.
Brother.
Sister.
Stepsister.
Stepbrother. Like, good movie.
Cousin.
Second cousin.
Third cousin. Once
Third
removed.
cousin twice.
Good God.
I'm going to give you like a 5-second laugh break, but then we got to go.
You fucked us up. We both were cracking up. Okay. All right. So Richie counts. Okay. All right. Hold on. Oh, okay. Fuck. Where are we? Excuse me. I just cussed a lot.
I think it ended with Richie with third cousin twice.
Twice removed.
Yeah. All right. So, great grandpa.
Great grandma.
Great grandpa.
Great grandma. What's up? I got another one.
I have more.
I have more.
You do? Go, then you win.
What I mean, it's just fun because I want to say whatever he says the opposite, so he runs out of time. I was gonna say grandson, granddaughter.
Oh fuck yeah!
Great grandson, great granddaughter. I was about to go the other direction.
Like son or daughter.
No, we said son and daughter.
Okay.
We did.
Oh yeah.
It was like in the middle though. It was not right off the bat because he went grandma right off the bat.
I don't think dad was actually said. I think mom
Dad
was
wasn't said.
Wife.
Yeah, dad wasn't said.
Yeah, dad was not said. I only said mother.
Or husband or wife.
Half that.
Hey.
Yeah, we didn't get to husband and wife or any of it yet because we were busy doing cousins, second cousins.
Ex-husband, ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. All right. Well, Richie, you got the
I
win.
get my point.
You get
Yes,
a
it's
point.
been a long time. It's been a long time, man. I've been
Well.
second for like 3 consecutive weeks. So I did not want to be a month straight of losing. Like first loser. That's like the worst.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry, Tony.
All right, I'll go on mute.
I don't even think I won a game this season. I'll host.
I don't know if you did. I feel bad for Tone though, because he did all the heavy lifting. Not only did he have 1 point ahead of me, he got me the 34 points. So I feel like if anything, Tony should have won.
Teamwork makes the
But
dream work.
it's what we call teamwork makes the dream work. And you know what? I couldn't have done it without Tony and my partner Marvin. Marvin made a valiant effort against Chelsea. I gotta mention that, man. Obviously, Chelsea did awesome, but she wasn't my teammate, so I'm giving her no credit. Absolutely no credit. Nothing. So thank you on that. Justin apparently just tried to pay tribute as himself for game of the championship year, season, whatever we're calling this shindig in the finale.
Well,
I don't know if that's really going to happen. We'll see.
Well, no. So when we come back for next week is the season finale. I do want to apologize to Chelsea for letting her down. Because
Wait a second, Chelsea.
Shoes. I do want to also say, make sure you click that link in the description and get your copy of Ocean on Fire. I also want to say, make sure you check out The Wire on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Make sure you check out our season finale for season 5 next week, where we have a special mystery guest. I will host the Game of the Week championship. Richie, when we come back for season 6, that's when you'll bring your impossible game in for us to play. But until then, live, laugh, love like it's your last. I love all of you in this room. I love all of you that are watching and listening to us. Make sure you check us out on H2Gpodcast.com, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and where all audio podcasts are played. Tony, it's going to take until next week's show for you to try all them shoes on.
You ain't lying.
You know what sucks? He spent
idea. Oh my gosh, no.
He spent 4 minutes working his butt, grabbing all of that. Now it's going to take like 30 to put it back.
We'll see you all next week.
Sorry, Carrie. Buy this book and put it in your bathroom. Oh, that with that red light there.
Oh, that would have been amazing. Spray. No wipey.
No wipey. Wiper, no wipey.
Wipey or no wipey?
Wipey or no?
Marvin's learned over the year. He sees the red light and he just goes completely quiet.
No, look at him. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't saying, I'm not saying nothing, man. I saw him waking up there.
He was all the bloopers.
I saw him in the top left-hand corner.
Yeah.